pictures as the great tourism.
Ang programang magbibigay daan upang talakayin ang mga isyong may kinalaman sa ating karapatan bilang mga Pinoy sa Britanya. Kwentong nagpapalakas ng loob at bubuhay ng bawat pangarap upang ang tagumpay ay makamtan tungo sa magandang kinabukasan.
Mga balita at kwentong kapulutan ng aral na magsisilbing gabay para sa ating mga kababayan. Legal na usapin, hihimayin upang lubos na maunawaan, tamang gabay maaaring mailaan.
Balitang walang kikilingan, bawat isa magkakaroon ng boses sa dapat pakinggan, mga isyong dapat masolusyonan. Mga usaping pilit iniiwasang pag-usapan at harapin, sisikapin naming abutin, sala ng katotohanan, pagkakaisa at kapayapaan.
Mga kwentuhang pakikipagkapwa-tao, pagtutulungan at pagkakaisa bilang mga Pinoy sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Britanya, bayanihan at kumustahang magbibigay inspirasyon sa ating mga kababayan.
Ganda ng buong Britanya ang hatid namin sa inyo. Pasyalang kagigiliwan, kwentong simple, pero kapupulatan ng aral. Biyahe, lakwatsa, at kwentuhan, tiyak mag-e-enjoy kayo.
Iba't ibang kwento ng buhay, nais naming isalaysay na aral ng buhay ang tangi naming inaasam.
Sa bawat larangan, angat kakabayan, talino at galing ng Pinoy, hinangaan at may magpalaki sa buong Britanya.
Mula sa salaysay ng bawat buhay, kwentong palasyo patungong paraiso, hatid namin ang saya, inspirasyon at galak sa lahat ng Pinoy sa buong Britanya.
Galing ng Pinoy sa mangdako ng mundo, nag-iwan ng marka sa larangan ng industriya.
Mula sa Pinoy, para sa Pinoy, sa Britanya.
Ako si Amy Baliao.
Babo Gamboa.
Carol Panday.
Rafa Rafa.
Susan Pelais Robinson.
Ito ang Britanya ngayon, laban lang! Magandang hapon, Britanya. Magandang gabi, Pilipinas. Umaga, hapon, gabi. Sa amang bahagi ng mundo, samahan niyo kami sa Britanya Ngayon presents The Icons of Britain. We will have the story of the premiere night of the James Bond movie with Daniel Craig as his final Bond movie. The Filipino icons of British politics, we will have Councillor Danny Fabor and Myla Arceno with Adele Duenas on Points of View.
NHS, or National Health Services, is the publicly funded healthcare system in England and one of the 4 national health service systems in the United Kingdom. During the pandemic, the NHS played a major and vital role in saving lives, along with the frontliners and key workers. We will have an update later with Edwin Dela Cruz.
Beauty and wit, the women who were given a chance to conquer the stage. Thank you to the makers of this pageantry, Mrs. Philippines UK, who began this 25 years ago. We love the beauty queens in their own rights. The organizers, Zanie Delmundo and Estella Gomez of Aguman, Kapampangan, UK.
Sa Ronda Britanya, makakasama natin si Rafa Rafa sa Fulham sa paggunita ng kapiyastahan ni St Lorenzo Ruiz, our first Filipino saint, at patikim na impormasyon mula sa KAMPI, Founding Fathers League. We will also travel with Susan in Inverness. Ako si Amy Baliao.
Babo Gamboa.
Carol Panday.
Ito ang Britanya Ngayon, laban lang!
With BC Remit, sending money to the Philippines is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, download the app from the App Store or Google Play Store. Launch the app and click the sign up button to get started. Enter your email address, create a secure password, and click Create Account. To ensure that we get your money safely to your beneficiaries, we are going to need a few details. Enter the necessary information, then choose your preferred delivery option. Finally, enter the amount you want to send. Choose your payment method and press send. It's that simple. Secure, fast, convenient. Send money to the Philippines now for as low as $2.99. Send love the BC Remit way.
Ayan, o sige, bati muna tayo.
Ayan.
Hindi ko na muna alisin yung aking kasi alam mo naman, talaga nasa ulap pa ako kasi James Bond na James Bond.
Oh, baka magtataka sila kung bakit tayo naka-sunglasses or naka-shade.
Oo, drama lang po
Binulag
namin
niyo
yun.
ako dito.
Oo. Okay, sa mga lahat ng tumututok sa Britanya ngayon, standby kayo dyan kasi marami tayong pasabog ngayong hapon. O, bati mo na, Babo.
Okay, I'd like to say hi and my regards to Warren Windsor.
Oo.
Filipino yan, baka kala nyo eh. Windsor, Pinoy na Pinoy yan, from Caloocan. Nanonood
sige.
ngayon. And of course, Romy Lumibaw. Sir.
Amy, ang mga fans mo.
Binabati ko lahat ang mga taga-Pilipinas at taga-United Kingdom, yung mga fans natin dyan. Tutok lang po kayo at marami po tayong mga magagandang impormasyon na may bibigay ngayong hapon na ito.
Oo, at makakasama natin maya-maya si Rafa Rafa na nasa Bournemouth at Ronda at syempre si Susan naglalakwatsa at naglalamierda sa Inverness.
Tama.
Okay, ngayong pandemic talaga, isa sa mga flagship ng United Kingdom ang NHS o National Health Services. Now, Amy Balyao will give us some updates for his Amy's Corner.
The UK National Health Service, or NHS for short, is an iconic institution in its own right. Conceived by Aneurin Bevan, the then Labour Minister of Health in Attlee's post-war government. The NHS came into operation at midnight on the 4th of July, 1948. Founded on fundamental principles that healthcare should be free for all, no matter what your background, and of uniform quality whether you are rich or poor. It was then the first in the world to provide free healthcare to its citizens without paying fees or insurance. Today, to access free healthcare in the NHS, you must be, quote, an ordinarily resident, meaning you must be living in the UK on a lawful and properly settled basis. The NHS prides itself for its core values: commitment to quality of care, compassion, improving lives, and working together with patients. It goes without saying that Filipino healthcare professionals, ranging from healthcare assistants, catering, nurses, doctors, managers, administrators, and other key workers, are part of the strong force that make the NHS hospitals across the United Kingdom work at their best. Especially this time of pandemic, our Filipino key workers, our icons, have given their share to help, care for, and support around 400,000 seriously ill COVID patients admitted in hospitals, along with millions more since the start of the coronavirus pandemic. For the future, this 73-year-old tax-funded iconic institution will stay firmly for the next generations. And of course, the Filipino key workers too. It is now embedded to the British spirit. No government or political party could ever change this. And perhaps the NHS is truly the envy of the world. For Britain Today, Amy Balyao, London.
Ayan. Thank you, Amy, for that very wonderful news. Anong Babo masasabi mo?
Congratulations.
Oo.
Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat, Babo.
Maraming salamat, Babo.
Seryoso naman.
Okay, nanonood, of course, ang ating mga sponsor, BC Remit, Maria Clarissa Lim, and Bong.
Ay,
And
grabe
sino
rin.
pa?
Kabayan Remit.
To Annalisa and Steve. O, ikaw, Babo, ano?
Gamboa Tours.
Gamboa Tours. O, makakasama natin kasi we're talking about National Health Service, Amy.
Yes.
So talaga naman yan, isa sa mga flagship ng United Kingdom. Makakasama natin ang walang kakupas-kupas mula sa National Health Service from Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, Mr. Edwin Dela Cruz.
Yes.
Yon, Ed. Oh, di ba?
Oh.
Anong masasabing mo kay Ed? Ed, bati muna.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening po sa lahat ng mga nanonood sa Britanya Ngayon. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat sa pag-imbita po sa akin dito sa show ninyo. At ayan, yung theme natin na sinabi nyo is James Bond.
Yes. Talagang maporma. James
Oo.
Bond talaga. Oh.
Alam mo kung talagang tatayo si Edwin, ako Diyos ko. Oh, ayan. Okay. So, Amy, unang hataw kay Edwin.
Oo, di ba?
Ayan.
Ano ba yung mga question natin, sir? Okay? Maraming salamat sa pagdalo mo sa sa hapon ngayon ito. So we will talk about the impact and contribution of our Filipino key workers sa NHS. Ano po yung masasabi nyo doon?
Okay, impact o kung ano yung mga naitulong na gawa po natin sa NHS. Marami po dahil napakaraming na pong mga Filipino nurses, doctors, physiotherapists, healthcare assistant at iba't iba pa pong sangay sa NHS. Kaya po marami na pong naitulong ang mga Pinoy sa NHS. Alam niyo ba na ang NHS ay isa sa pinakamalaking healthcare system sa buong mundo. In fact, mayroon po tayong 1.3 million staff o empleyado sa NHS.
Wow. And do you have any figure or parang percentage? How many Filipino healthcare professional or working with NHS according to statistic?
Yung last na survey, I believe, is already more than 50 to 60,000.
Wow, madami.
Oh, marami talaga, oo. Sobra. Kaya pagka may mga Pilipino sa ospital, no, parang nabubuhayan ka ng loob. Amy?
Oo, at saka ang sisipag ng mga NHS workers natin ng mga Pilipino, di ba?
Ed, alam ko during COVID, alam ko you also contracted the virus. So, bilang frontliner, how do you find it? Dati kasi ikaw yung nag-a-assist sa bed, ano?
Yes.
Di ba? O nagsusupervise ka. But when you are on the bed, assisted by these people, how do you feel about it?
It's really a humbling experience, Carol. Thank you for that question. During the peak of the second wave of the pandemic, around January, nagka-COVID din po ako at nag-isolate po ako sa bahay. Subalit hindi na po ako nahirapan na po akong huminga kaya tumawag na po si Mrs. ng ambulansya at dinala po ako sa hospital and I stayed there for quite a while. Thank you sa lahat ng tulong din ng NHS. I'm so pleased na naka-recover din po ako. I'm so glad na binigyan pa ako ng second life ni Lord because I know that we have a lot of friends and family members who actually died during this pandemic.
Yeah, that's true.
Di ba pati ikaw, Miss Carol?
Oo, talagang siguro ang masasabi ko lang lumaban yung katawan ko because yung vaccine helps me a lot.
Yes.
Tama, ikaw din, Babo, di ba?
Oo.
Nagkaroon.
Nagkaroon na si Babo. Oo.
Ito ang matatag eh.
Ako matatag.
Kasi tulog.
At ituloy ko lang yung vaccine siguro na sinabi ni Carol kanina. I would like to encourage everyone around the world, lalo na po sa ating mga kababayan dahil alam ko po na mayroon pa pong mga hindi nababakunahan hanggang ngayon. Mayroon pong iba't ibang belief at saka marami pong fake news na naglalabasan. Gusto ko lang po sanang sabihin na please, importante po ang vaccination dahil yun po ay na-research at magbibigay po ng proteksyon para po sa immunity ninyo sa COVID-19. At saka nagsimula na rin po yung booster.
Yes.
Yung Amy, no, tinatanong, sorry bago may tanong, kung ko lang sa booster, so halimbawa, nagpa-first job ka, di ba sabi nila 6 to 8 weeks bago mo kunin yung second. Ngayon, yung sa second job mo, ilang weeks bago ka pwede magpa-booster? Is there any particular number of weeks?
Yeah, thank you. Pag nabakuna na po kayo ng 2 doses, lalo po yung AstraZeneca, o kaya yung Pfizer.
Pfizer, yeah.
6 months po. After
6 months, okay.
Oh, I
Oh,
see.
yeah, thank you for that information.
Oh.
Well, Ed, pwede bang magpaaga yun o mas advisable na it should be after 6 months?
After 6 months talaga dahil kailangan talagang magkaroon tayo ng booster nang maprotektahan po yung ating immunity para sa
Oo.
COVID-19.
Oo.
Ay, thank you. Oh, Amy.
To follow up that question, Ed, di ba, yung mental well-being ng mga key workers natin sa NHS, you know, ano naman yung nangyayari sa kanila? Of course, kasi nga, it's very traumatic. Hindi lang sa mga key workers, lahat yata ng mga tao dito sa buong mundo. Very traumatic itong nagawa ng pandemic. So, yung mga frontliners natin, ano naman yung mental well-being nila?
How do you address that, di ba?
Alam niyo, marami talagang mga staff ng National Health Service pati sa private sector na rin na nagkaroon po ng mental problems, or I would say depression. Some have been to post-traumatic syndrome dahil po talagang nakakita sila ng napakaraming namatay during their work in the clinical area. At talaga naman pong napakahirap. Kaya importante po talaga na pangalagaan din natin ang well-being natin. Sa mga hospitals dito sa United Kingdom, meron po tayong tinatawag na well-being support and help.
Okay, that's a very important. So, well-being support.
Yeah, pwede ka pong mag-seek ng mga psychologists o kaya pwede po tayong magkaroon ng mga counselors during your difficult time. Sa hospital, marami rin ginagawang mga areas na well-being areas para makapag sila doon, makapag-coffee privately, at saka may mga private na rin tulugan, and so on. Marami pong mga
napakaganda. Oo.
Si Babo kasi, you are with the transport industry or business. So how do you find it during the pandemic? Are you also required now that at least you have 2 booster or 2 jobs before you can carry on that work?
Well, not necessarily. So what is more important, the transport industry is really to be, shall we say, strict on the rules.
Yeah.
Like the swabbing, the social distancing, among others.
Yeah.
By the way, I have a very important question.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be, you have to brace yourself up, sir. Have you ever auditioned with James Bond?
Ito talaga si Babo. Okay, pwede.
Di ba, ang dating, may bayi dating pa sa Daniel Craig.
Oo, di ba? Yan si Edwin Dela Cruz. Diba, actually, di ba, last week guest natin siya, pero he talks about different topic because Edwin had a lot of hats and now being an NHS, one of the prime mover ng NHS, icon din niya ng NHS.
Yes.
Handing the, the education, the
By the way,
trainings.
I've seen one of the posters, I believe, the face of Edwin Dela Cruz.
Yes,
that's I cannot put myself where exactly what poster, but I saw your face, sir.
In one of our advert, di ba?
Sa NHS advert.
In the NHS.
Yes.
Ed, what is that picture that your photo is posted in is that in your hospital or in your borough?
Yeah, that's in the hospital because I was asked to appear in the picture para po sa BAME, yung ating pong Black Asian minority.
Right. Okay.
So we did not have to explain. That itself will show. Sige po, go ahead, sir.
That is correct.
Okay, may last question ata si Amy.
Marami pang last question. May dalawa pa akong questions kasi I have to. Okay. As a health professional, is it worth it to be working in the NHS? Ano yung masasabi mo,
It is worth it, Amy. Salamat sa tanong na yan because alam mo naman kasi kaya tayo kumuha ng nursing dahil passionate tayo talaga sa patient care. We love to look after patients. We treat our patients na parang kapamilya natin sila. We treat them like our moms and dads or relatives or our loved ones. Kaya maganda talaga yung impression ng mga British nationals sa ating mga Pinoy dahil po meron po tayong tender loving care na tinatawag.
PLC.
Yes. Talagang oo. And last question, Ed, before kasi nga our time is limited. if you, for example, asked by the Philippine government, will you going to request or suggest to them the principles of the NHS system para gawin nila sa Pilipinas?
I think I would. I will suggest this, of course, sa government natin kasi this is a publicly funded healthcare system wherein everything is free sa NHS. So we don't need to pay. Mayaman ka man, mahirap ka man, pare-pareho lang tayo. And I think there is hope for the Philippines to have our own national health service. I still believe, may sinabi nga si Napoleon Bonaparte, sabi niya, courage is like hope. It must have hope for nourishment.
Ayan.
Okay.
Kasi next election of the president is next year. Kaya plataforma po nila yan.
Oo, dapat i-campaign natin yung health services.
Tama.
Anyway, Ed, thank you very much for sharing your time. Any last message sa mga kamag-anak mo, sa mga kaibigan mo, that they know that you are working in NHS and really people look up to you? So what will be your message to all our audience today?
Message ko lang po talaga is we need to support our Filipino colleagues and counterparts, lahat po ng mga nasa healthcare at saka mga key workers. Kasi kailangan po talaga natin lalo na po sa pandemya. In fact, we are now preparing for the winter crisis again.
Yeah, that's true.
Ulit. So we're trying to prepare. But the good news though is yung Philippines pala will be moved off na for the rest of 4 p.m. Monday, 11th of October.
So there's a hope that we could have a Christmas in the Philippines.
Oo, may Christmas. Tsaka dito sa UK, talagang
dito sa
tuloy ang Pasko, ano?
Hindi naman completely. Sorry, Sarah, it's not completely. We still have the 7 days quarantine.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
That's still.
Okay,
still-
but at least there's
the red list is definitely
a
out.
glimmer of hope. Okay?
But between green and red tayo.
Okay.
I
It's
think
not
we
red.
have some messages on the Facebook or
Yeah, mamaya anuhin natin yan.
Ano?
So Ed, thank you so much for your time. At I hope hindi ka sa amin magsawa, especially if we ask some updates from you with NHS. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Edwin Dela Cruz.
we are
Thank
very
you
proud of you.
Yeah,
Sir.
icons.
Yes.
Okay. Ayan. So last week, no, ginanap ang premiere night ng James Bond, The British Spy. Kaya, Amy, ano man sabi mo?
So lahat ng nangangarap na makasama ang ating British spy, Agent 007, let's have the rules of C on James Bond.
I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body.
James Bond, known as Agent 007, an iconic figure in the history of British films, being one of the secret agents. Created in 1953 by writer Ian Fleming, the James Bond series focuses on the fictional British Secret Services agent. Many actors played James Bond, but there are 4 on my list who have done the films more regularly than the rest. Started with Sean Connery in 1962, Roger Moore in 1973, Pierce Brosnan in 1995, and the current Bond, Daniel Craig, who started in 2006. Considered a British cultural icon, James Bond had become such a symbol of the United Kingdom that the character played by Craig appeared in the opening ceremony of the 2012 London Olympics as the Queen's escort. No Time to Die, the 25th Bond movie with Daniel Craig's 5th and final outing as James Bond, wrapping up his 15-year tenure that began in 2006 Casino Royale. Everyone is delighted to see James Bond's return to the Royal Albert Hall for the world premiere last Tuesday, September 28.
Very proud of it. We don't make it for ourselves. We make it for people to see in the cinema, and we're going to watch it on a huge screen this evening, which is exactly where Bond movies should be.
Wet weather was never a hindrance to affect how the actors and audience would feel. With brawlies ready for them, they never failed the people who's watching them live on social media. Film's villain Rami Malek, who also played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody, revealed his excitement of just saying yes to be the nemesis of James Bond.
There's no question whatsoever. You say yes. I didn't even know what the villain, what the character had to do in the film. I didn't read a script. All I did was say absolutely 100% yes, I will play the villain in Daniel Craig's final Bond film.
There's a lot of emotions, surprises, and revelations while watching the movie. Bond's human character who knows how to love, give it all for his family, even to give his own life for them to survive. No Time to Die. The film may have ended. Craig's role as James has come to an end, but the story of James Bond must continue to be told. M, as portrayed by Ralph Fiennes, says, "The proper function of man is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days in trying to prolong them. I shall use my time." For Britain Today, Carol Panday, London.
Ayan.
Napanood mo na ba yung James Bond?
Hindi pa, don't tell me anything
Okay,
about
sige.
it.
Hindi ako magsispill ng any information.
No,
But
please.
it's a movie that is worth to watch. Although it's
Apparently.
grabe, it's 2.5 hours, Amy.
Sabi nga nila, ang ganda-ganda daw. Ang daming nagsasabi sa akin.
Oo, talagang full pack action, okay?
But I said, don't tell me about it, please.
Okay. Kung may James Bond ang Britain, 'di ba? Meron tayong mga icons naman
Of course.
sa ating British politics, ang ating mga Pinoy. Kaya tawagin natin si Tita Adele. Nasaan si Tita Adele? Si Tita Adele po nasa Canada pa rin siya. Pero makakasama natin sila, tsaka sina Councillor Danny Fabor, na dating mayor po ng East Grinstead, ayan. And of course, si Councillor Myla Arceno. Nasa si Tita Adele? Where are you, Tita Adele? Sige na nga, ayan na nga, oh. Tatapatan ko nga si Miss Myla. O yan, oh. Yan.
Nasaan din yung one ko?
Nasa si Tita Adele.
Tita
Tita Adele, are you there?
Are you there?
Okay. Anyway, so, Amy, kinakabahan ako dito kasi medyo mga ano yung guest natin. Councillor Danny Fabor and Councillor Myla Arceno.
Yes.
Okay, unahin natin si, bati muna, Councillor Fabor, habang inaantay natin si Tita Adele. Bati muna sa lahat na nanonood ng Britanya ngayon.
Sa mga nanonood po, sa mga fans, sa mga tumatangkilik ng Britanya ngayon, magandang hapon, magandang araw, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat, sa mandako kayo ng mundo, no? At of course, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Britanya Ngayon for inviting me to be here today. I feel really so honored and humbled to be here. Maraming salamat.
Oh, we're also honored, Councillor.
Yes.
And of course, ang kauna-unahang Labor Councillor, di ba? Dito na Pilipino.
Yes.
Wala nang iba ang nag-iisa, Miss Councillor Myla Arceno.
Good afternoon. Magandang hapon po sa lahat, especially po sa Britanya ngayon at sa lahat ng fans in the Philippines. Magandang gabi po at sa mayong gabi sa mga Bisaya.
Ayan.
Also, good morning, magandang umaga sa mga American fans and also good afternoon sa fans natin here
Miss
dito.
Myla, anong province ka sa Philippines?
From the city of Smiles, Bacolod, Negros
Okay,
Occidental.
bati nga sa mga taga Bacolod in your own ano.
Lalo na sa taga Pulupandan, maayong hapon dira sa mga taga Pulupandan.
Ayun.
Bacolod, mga sweet gid ang mga Ilonggo. I know wala ako diri without my upbringing sa Pulupandan.
Yes, that's true. Si Councillor Fabor naman, bati, yan, Uragon. Oh.
Yeah.
Ano ang bati naman Uragon?
Diyos maray na Banggi o Aldao sa Indugabos dyan sa Bicol.
Oh, ayan. Talaga naman. Oh,
Thank you,
Amy. Simulan na natin, ano?
Nasa si Tita Adele.
Tita Adele. Wala. Okay, anyway, pagpatuloy natin. Depende kung sino gustong unang sumagot, ano? Kasi we are very proud of you kasi this is the first time that Filipino are now into British politics.
Yes.
So, sige, unahin natin si Councillor Favor. Kasi Councillor, ikaw ang nagtatak talaga. Imagine mo, mayor ng East Grinstead. How did you do that? Ano ang naging preparations mo?
Well, una-una, wala pa akong preparasyon dahil it happened like, like just that.
Just like that? Wow!
And it was a very short notice nung maimbita po ako ng dalawang councillors to join them, which I, straight away, declined the first one. But the second one was very persistent. She was very encouraging. Because she's one of our neighbors, she keeps coming to us, inviting me to join. Because there is one vacant seat to fill in for the town councillor.
Okay.
So I told him, no, I don't have any plan. I don't have any, it's beyond my dreams and imagination to join the politics. And besides, even in the Philippines, I'm not politically minded. But she keeps coming back. She's spoken to my wife. So one night, when I arrived home from a hard day work, after a nice dinner with a couple of beer, my wife said, Danny, why don't you sign this? There's a very slim chance of winning anyway. You will not win. Sign this nomination form.
Oh, that's it. Okay, just like that. Okay.
So I signed the nomination form, and surprisingly, after the election,
you won.
I won.
Bongga. Okay. Okay, si Councillor Myla naman. Councillor Myla, what's your story?
Okay. Oh, thank you. But firstly, I just want to say it's my honor and it's a big privilege for me to be with Mayor Danny Favor.
Yes.
Isusunod ka na ata eh.
You are my idol. Imagine, I just used to invite Mayor Danny Favor. I used to feature him. But for me to be at the same pedestal with Mayor Favor, you are really an inspiration for me. So I have to say,
true.
Likewise to you.
First Filipino mayor, Danny, yeah, you are my inspiration. Yeah, so for me, actually, I did not expect as well that I will be here as a councillor. So as I've said, palagi kung nakikita si Mayor Danny Favor, yeah, and he's always supportive of our community events. But I never thought that I will be running as a councillor, of course, here in Stevenage. Although my affiliation with the Stevenage Borough Council, it started actually when we were dancing in our church. I remember it was
Sumasayaw din ako, Miss Myla.
Yes, it was the confirmation of my son that was many years ago. And then one of the community have seen us, and then they invited us to perform when we have events in Stevenage. And then we keep on talking, and then I have to do the presentation. And they have noticed that probably I have a bit of a potential because, our face.
You see, I mean, nakikita talaga nila yung mga potential sa mga Pinoy kasi I believe, Amy, no, kahit ikaw leader ka ng community, both Myla and Danny are leaders of our community.
Yes.
I mean, ang tanong natin, meron bang naitulong yung pagiging leader natin sa community when you are now in the British politics?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Because for me, I don't think I'm a politician at first. I would call myself as a community.
Oh, by the way, si Tita Adele nandiyan na.
Hi, Tita Adele!
Nawala ako. Sorry. Hello to my guests. Nawala ako, sorry
Hello, at
okay lang, Tita.
wearing your sunglasses.
Ang mahalaga nandito ka na ngayon.
Okay.
Tita, Myla is answering the question na, di ba, mga leaders kasi sila ng community just like you and now they're into politics. Ang tanong kasi namin, does it really gives them parang help na talaga naging leader sila ng community and now they're into a bigger and wider, political arena. So, Miss Myla, paki-continue po.
Thank you. Yeah, I always said, Ate Adele, that I am a community leader. Actually, I was not a politician, and I would call myself as a public servant because you can be a public servant without being into politics. So, for me, I am a community leader, and it actually gave me the confidence of serving my community widely because of my experience as a community leader, and also the support that I have in my community is a significant support, and that's why I'm here and I'm sitting here and I'm talking to everyone.
Wonderful.
So, I think I would have to say I'm slightly becoming a politician now, but for
that's fine. Okay.
I am
community service.
Councillor Danny, what's yours?
For me, likewise, I started with being a public servant in 2009 which I was when I was asked to become the president of the Filipino British Association here. That's a start. And I found out that the more you do it, the more you get involved, especially
Okay.
when
Yes.
you achieve
Practice makes
something
perfect,
for
ano?
the community. Yeah? So the more you get involved, the more you think of something that you can do for the community. So now I'm affiliated with many organizations, and I've got three organizations that I'm leading, and
Wow.
this a help for me to be able to work for the good of community, because I believe on the saying that stronger, the work together we are stronger. So
Yes.
together we can achieve more. So the more community involvement, the more you can achieve something. Because
That's
I believe that we rely on our supporter, to our constituent, to our
That's
members.
true. Si Tita
true.
Adel, Tita, ano, yung mga, ano mo, maiinit mo mga tanong para sa kanila.
Okay, unahin ko si Myla kasi yun ang inuna mo, no? Ito, running as a candidate for the opposition party, iniisip mo bang suntok sa buwan ang hinaharap mong challenge?
Grabe talaga si Tita kay Myla.
Thank you, Ate Adele. And before I answer the question, can I just say, the good thing with us Filipino community, even though we are on a different color, especially with Mayor Dani still offered her support, especially when I started to run for a councillor. So we don't think about the colors of our political party, but actually as a Filipino, we are supporting each other. So firstly, Ate Adele, the first answer is no. I don't think it as ay suntok sa buwan. Because personally, when I was asked, just like Mayor Favor, when I was asked before, I actually said no to run as a councillor, because for me, I thought a few years ago, my daughter was still younger at the time, and I don't think I will be able to do all the responsibilities, especially in community. And I was happy with the Filipino community at the time, and my responsibility in church, and I'm also my work as a physiotherapist in NHS. So for me, I think this is probably the edge and the advantage for me, because when I was campaigning, I was not campaigning to win. And also with my rosary group, I always pray that, Lord, if this is your will, thy will be done. So I did not.
So it is not really a big challenge. So I'll go to ex-mayor Danny Favor. So I'll just switch the question between you two. Dan.
Yes.
Yes. How and what motivates you to enter into politics here in UK? In made you then the first Filipino to be elected as councillor and then became the first mayor of East Grinstead?
Well,
What and how it motivates you to run in the British politics?
I already said that it's my wife who motivated me first.
Behind every
So
man's
there's a
success is a
lady, there's a woman behind.
Congratulations, Maribel.
But as I said, the more you do it, the more you are motivated.
Oo, sabi nga sinasabi niya.
Like in 2012, after election, when I won the as a councillor, I created a group of nurses who deals with free health check and health and well-being in the community. I find this very useful in achieving my goals for the community, not only here in England but in the Philippines. I did a lot of charity projects. It's all been accomplished, so it helped me a lot. Now, I didn't realize that I am the first ever Filipino of origin who ran for or was elected and as a public servant,
Yes.
in the public office as a town councillor. Only when I was invited by the Philippine Embassy in London during the time of Deputy Chief of Mission Ray Katapang.
Yes.
Thanks to Romel Balacanao and Sonny Laragan for being the bridge. So
Yes.
I was given this surprise recognition in award for being the first Filipino. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now, because of that, I was motivated to do more. So because of my connection with various community groups and organizations, I managed to do more for the community. And 2014, I received a recognition award for being the
Yes, the presidential award, right, Councillor Tabor?
and in Sussex District Council.
Yeah, also
The
in
same year,
Sussex.
I was given the prestigious Presidential Banag Award.
Yeah.
during the
Yes,
time
yeah, that's
of,
true.
President Aquino. So those are the things that motivated me to do more for the community.
Yeah.
So
You know,
in
Dan,
20
when you were sworn as a mayor of East Grinstead, we were there, and I was really teary-eyed to see
Yeah, that's true.
Filipino.
You know how much we
being
feel,
sworn.
the proud,
Umiyak
the
talaga
proud
kami.
inside of us as Filipinos.
Yeah, it
Actually,
was-
even
We are
Councillor
very,
Myla,
very proud of you, Danny. We are very proud of you.
Yeah, it was
As a
really-
Bicolano.
Wow, it was
Ayan
really
na, sa
hard,
Bicolano. Tita Adele,
Touching.
sinasabi nga namin ni Amy, actually, di ba yung election, kasi dito pag nag-election, makikita mo agad yung result.
yeah,
Pati kami
yeah.
kinakabahan, oh my God, ano na
Yes.
nangyari kay Myla? Talagang inaabangan ng marami, boom, Myla. Yes! Diba? Parang gano'n.
Isunod ko na agad ang pangalawang question kay Danny kasi we are running of time. Kasi ano lang tayo, di ba?
Sige, tita.
Was it beneficial to the Filipino community being elected at such prestigious position? Or the expectation is more on the British constituents?
Yan, oo nga naman. O sino unang sasagot? Si Councillor Danny o si Councillor Myla?
Si Dan, diretso na siya.
Both sides start from the family. We are so proud, to be given this opportunity and honored. But for the Filipino community, for me, it gives honor, encouragement, and inspiration that provided a precedence for more leaders to come out. Like the late Cynthia Barker. We were called the Pinoy Trailblazer because he also became a councillor in 2015. So I became a town mayor in 2019. Before that, 2018, deputy town mayor. So for the community, being a town mayor or a town councillor, you serve as a contact person for our Filipino community. Regardless of any problem like ill health, sudden death, domestic abuse, and
repatriation. Yeah.
So I put them into the right direction, like the OWA, Polo OWA, consular services, the home office, the Citizens Advice Bureau, the police, and that sort of thing. Now, for our residents, because of course I am proud to represent their views in voice. I'm here to work for the good of community in terms of community reintegration, regeneration, the economic growth of the community. I work with the public services, the amenities and tourism, and I'm also the
Councillor Danny Favor, napakaganda ng mga shinare mo. Talagang very encompassing. By the way, Tita Adele, give to Myla. So Myla, yung question ni Tita Adele, so how do you find it? Is it beneficial being a Filipino to be involved in the politics, in the British politics? Go, Myla.
Before you proceed, Myla, I love Labour because from Labour Party, we got the concession. That's why I'm free now. I'm a British citizen. Okay. So that's from Labour Party.
Okay. Kaya pala may si Tita kanina yung tawag niya. Kasi opposition,
I want to express my gratitude kasi ang dami namin na-liberate. Okay. Sige.
Thank you so much.
Beneficial to the Filipino community or just the constituents?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Thank you, Ate Adele. Yeah, definitely it's beneficial for our Filipino community. And the reason, by the way, that I run for under Labour, because for me, my loyalty, they are the government who actually took us from the Philippines. That's why we are here as a national service worker. So for me, it's my loyalty. Yeah. And it's beneficial not only for the Filipino community, because aside from the honor and the privilege, our Filipino community, they felt felt that they are well represented, not only in the NHS, of course, but also in our government as well.
Yes.
And at the same time, it's not only the Filipino community who benefited from it, but also for me in my British and community. And it's not British only, but other ethnic communities, because we are inspiring them. Even though we are here, we just came here a few years ago, we can actually be in politics and be a leader of our community. And for our British community, we are actually bringing the good things in us. So the advantage is we bring the diverse culture, and at the same time, in our information, our knowledge, and our experiences. So we bring more beautiful diversity in our community. So it will benefit both sides and in our community and society.
So, lastly, can I ask both of you to say the last word for our, supporters and our community, and also your constituents?
Yeah.
May I have Zanie?
Yeah, first of all, I'm so proud to be working with Councillor Myla, together with another councillor, Raymond Padilla, who
Yes,
is
Raymond,
working
yes.
as councillors, and to my constituent, to my family, to my friends, to the Pilcom community members and others. Thank you for your support, and let's continue to work together, and making a difference for our community. What we are doing now, this legacy is not only for us, but it's all for all of us, especially for the younger generation and beyond.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Let's continue to work together for the best of our community, not only here in England, the people that we serve, but for
Across
our country,
the world.
Philippines.
Yeah.
Susunod ka na maging kandidato.
And of course, I would like
So yun my last question po, tita, kasi we're also running out of time. But thank you very much. I hope a lot of our viewers will also be encouraged to be involved, to be active, just like Tita Adele, Amy, Miss Myla, and Councillor Zanie Favor.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
You
you
are
for
all
having
inspiration to
me.
us. Maraming
kayo ang mga
salamat.
icons namin.
Yes.
Mabuhay po
Ang
kayo.
tunay na
Lahat
icon.
kayo.
So, thank you
Maraming
sa mga
salamat.
nanonood dyan, sa Kainta, sa aking mga mahal sa buhay, no?
Yes, yes.
Sa Kainta, lalo sa Kainta sa Ilocos, sa Bicol.
Yes.
Okay,
Mabuhay
yan.
ang
Thank you,
Kainta.
Myla. Myla, kasi may engagement pa yan eh. Ang hirap talaga. Tita Adele, thank you from Canada.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
very much,
So,
Dan and
Thank you.
Myla. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
last week, Rumonda. Sa Britanya, si Rafa Rafa. Kaya, samahan natin. Pasok, Rafa Rafa.
Rumonda upang makakalap ng mga balita. Samahan ninyo ako sa Ronda Britanya. Sa Fulham, binisita ko ang Our Lady of the Lord Parish kung saan aktibo ang mga Pinoy bilang choir ng simbahan at kasabay nito ang kanilang pagunita sa kapistahan ng kauna-unahang santong Pilipino, si St Lorenzo Ruiz. Hinatulan ng kamatayan noong 17th century sa Japan dahil naging tapat sa kanyang pananampalataya bilang isang Katoliko. Inspirasyon din ng mga Parityanong Pilipino si Father Alan sa Cllr dahil sa mga pangaral na ibinahagi niya sa kanyang mga homilya. Sa pamumuno ni Maestro Henry Tolentino, mas ramdam mo ang pagdarasal sa himig ng kanilang koro, pati ang mga kanta ayon sa tema ng pagdiriwang. Sinimulan nila ang pagunita sa kapistahan ni St Lorenzo Ruiz 5 taon na ang nakalilipas. Ang imahe ni St Lorenzo na galing ng Pilipinas na ibinahi ni Evelyn Lopez. Dahil Pinoy, may laging pagsasaluhan pagkatapos ng misa na laging diretso sa mesa. Sa Northolt, sa unang pagkakataon muling nagsagawa ng basketball league ang kauna-unahang grupong nagpaligas sa London. Bilang pagunita sa 30 years anniversary ng KAMPI, ang league ay alay sa mga founding fathers na nagsimula at nagtatag ng KAMPI 30 years ago. Naniniwala ang KAMPI na palaro ay makakatulong upang makakilala ang mga Pinoy, lalo na mga kabataang pinanganak na dito sa Britanya.
So in the over 40s and the under 21s, we've got 4 teams in each division, and in the men's, we've got 8 teams. So in total, that's 16 teams that we're catering for at the moment. It's quite a small league for us because usually we have over 20 teams all at one time. Unfortunately, we weren't able to run our under 17s division because of the time frame that we're running this particular season over. But we certainly will have them back and ready for next season.
May panawagan din ng organizer upang subaybayan ang liga hanggang sa pagkatapos ito sa Oktubre.
Guys, we've got the league rolling for the next 6 weeks, and we'd love to invite everyone to come and watch. It's been such a long time since we had the Filipino community back up and running, particularly with the sports and basketball. So please come and join KAMPI. We're here for the next 6 weeks. It will be great to see you guys. We do have a Facebook page. It's KAMPI Basketball UK. Yeah, we'll have highlights on there. We do live streams every Sunday, and we bring in the games to you for those that can't attend the venue. And yeah, updates, league standings will all be posted on our KAMPI Facebook page.
Sino ang team na susungkit ng mga medalya at sino ang mag-uuwi ng tropeyo? Abangan. Ronda, Rafa Rafa, London.
Okay, so welcome back again, and this time, friends, in Britanya Ngayon, we are going to continue on the topic of icons. Yan, napakaganda yun. Because previously we had the topic on icon as far as politics is concerned. But this time, and here with us, ibang icon na naman po. This is coming from the private sector, and yet, in their own right and their significant contribution, they have become an icon by themselves. So we're talking on the reference in terms of time and in terms of significant contribution to the community that has become immortalized in the hearts and minds of our kababayans dito sa UK. That's why we here with us our guest, Zanie Delmundo, and of course, Estella Gomez, who's going to be with us to discuss about their particular contribution. Significant. I'm not saying just contribution. Significant contribution to the community that has made them an icon in their own right. So here with me, Zanie Delmundo. Ma'am, okay, your first question. We shoot the first question with Ma'am Zanie. When did you come to the UK?
As far as I'm concerned, and I know, it was 1971, July
Wow.
1971.
Mind you, Ma'am, I was not born yet.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, go on. Sorry for that. And then, so you have been here for a significant number of years.
Yes.
And you're known. You're known for a lot of the Filipino community, for that matter.
Yeah.
Ma'am Zanie is we could say in a scale of things. She has become a household name for a lot of Filipinos in the UK.
In short,
an icon.
Yes,
Okay.
and part of the furnitures.
Okay, we can say that. Actually, we can say that because without Zanie, parang very blunt.
Exactly, the pillar.
Very boring, so to speak, our community. So go ahead, ma'am. So what will be your significant contribution?
Okay. Maraming salamat.
Yes,
Babo.
that's right, ma'am. Okay.
So, the significant is when I became a member and officers of Aguman Kapampangan.
We have to correct that. One of the founding
one of the founders,
members.
members of the Aguman Kapampangan. It was in 1993.
Wow.
Okay. And then we started the Mrs. Philippines UK 1976.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
sorry, 1996.
1996.
Yeah.
So by the way, this Mrs. Philippines UK is a pageant.
Pageant, yes.
Pageant, but it has become so, shall we say, effective, if you like, in the community. A lot of Mrs. A lot of our home owners
exactly.
has been very excited about this. So once upon a time. So I think it's going to, Ma'am, Estella, I think you're also involved with Mrs. Philippines.
Yes. Well, it started simply because they thought that motherhood is the end of everything. Is the end of being beautiful, but they were wrong. It is just the beginning, a chapter of a new life, where motherhood is the most significant part of it. You juggle your work between your husband, your family, your children, and your career. So to empower them, to build their self-esteem and confidence, then I said, why not do that? So let us champion the misses.
Okay.
You know, the 50 or 35 up.
So having said that, what significant part you would say that it has become an icon to a certain degree among the community? Why has it become an icon?
It has become a family name. You know, any mother, an household name. Mothers who think, well, I've got children now, I couldn't be one of the beauties. But they were able to join in, and their confidence has grown. They were empowered with something else, not only at home, but I can socialize, I can make new friends, and I can beautify myself even more.
Okay. Ma'am, how do the ladies prepare for this pageant? I mean, has it been like a year perhaps, or do they train themselves for the talent and all this just to be part of the pageant? Ganun ba you know, how serious the pageant is?
Hindi naman, di ba? No.
To some degree, okay. But it is very important. Most of this, they consider this as a serious, shall we say, commitment in the pageant.
Yeah.
And of course, you become ambassadress.
Ambassadress, yeah.
Well, you should be committed because you have 24 hours of practicing.
That's what I'm saying. The preparation.
The catwalk.
Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't take a year to do that. Not a year.
Yeah,
but it's just 4 months.
But the rehearsal once a week, every Sunday.
So, like, if you become a winner for this, what's your role? What's really your function for in the community? What will be your contribution if you're the winner for this pageant?
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. Well, first of all, they raise money for charity.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the first thing. They sell the tickets and they get their own sponsors. And that goes to our charities, our beneficiaries in the Philippines.
So they fly all the way to Philippines?
No, you know, around in UK first. And they can contact their friends in the Philippines and family to help.
Okay.
And also they get the title. And besides the title, they also get prizes in cash and in kind.
The crown.
And the most important thing is they represent Aguman in different Filipino associations.
Affairs, events.
Yes, events. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Ma'am, what other organizations have you perhaps helped organize?
Yeah.
I know for 20 so years, having been in the exposed to the community.
Okay, yeah.
40 years.
Yeah.
Is it 40 years? Oh, yes.
I'm
sorry.
I'm nearly 50
I
years.
understand that. That's not 40 years. 40 years in the community. How well have you perhaps put up, I'm sure, being, as we said, an icon, and have been very active in the community. What other things have you organized, developed, whatever?
Yeah, okay. Actually, I was a member of FWA.
Not necessarily a founding member.
Not the founding member.
Not necessarily.
I was there for nearly 17 years.
17 years. That's a women's group.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this group about? How do they contribute to the society?
They've got this charity as well, doing the charities, but most especially in the Philippines as well.
Okay.
They are doing all these charities.
So in other words, you with the women's, how do you call that? Filipino Women's Association.
Yeah.
It's a exclusive women's group.
Yes.
That more or less, maybe you fight for the rights of the women, obviously, because of Filipino Women's Group. Am I right?
Yeah. Okay.
You fight for women's rights and ethnic Filipino women in the UK.
Yeah.
I would assume. Am I right in my assumption?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
That's why it's Filipino Women's Association
Association.
in UK.
Are you also a member of?
I'm a
Women's
member
Association?
now. I used to be the treasurer for 2 years.
Okay.
And,
But how long were you?
Well,
briefly?
we have been serving member, but due to family commitment,
Of
I
course.
wasn't able to be. I'm not as active I was before.
So, on top of the women's association, we have already Kapampangan UK, which of course I know is very known among Filipinos here. What other groups that you might say you have helped organize?
Yeah. We were a member as well with Estella, the Kababaihang Rizalista.
Kababaihang Rizalista.
That is with the Knights of Rizal.
Knights of Rizal. You are the women counterpart for this again.
Yeah, and then at the moment I'm the VP, Vice President of Filipino British Nurses Association at the moment.
Filipino British Nurses Association. You're a nurse yourself.
I'm not a nurse. I'm not a nurse. But
so just
I'm a member,
participating member. So in here you say Rizalista.
Yeah.
You because from I understand it's more of continuing the program of Rizal. Obviously.
Yeah.
So how do you go about with your activities in this association? Do you like association, organization? How do you call that? It's an association.
It's an association.
Yes. How do you go about with your activities? What will be the?
We haven't been joining their meetings recently, but as far as we know, is they do different events about Jose Rizal's life, our national heroes.
So perhaps
and also they say they have some scholars as well that they are helping back home through their charity.
And maybe they're continuing on the ideologies and the principles of Rizal.
Yes.
That's why it becomes a national hero.
That's the name. The Knights
and
of
of course,
Rizal.
the women. These are
the
women
women.
counterparts.
Yes, yeah.
Because I know there are also groups in. I think it is in Antipolo. They have the Rizalisa. These are the how should we call this? The deep-rooted groups behind Jose Rizal. You know? These are really like sort of a not a cult, but I'm saying they're really worshiping, maybe following on the principles and teachings of Rizal.
We were more active with the Rizalistas before, but as I said, because of so many commitments, we just try to lessen. But we are still supporting them. The participation is less, but the heart and the support is still there.
So how is this, Mom? I think David really need to, maybe you can share your answer on this.
Yeah.
How do you compare the women of today? Let's focus on the women, because I know you've been very active among women organizations. From the time you came here in the UK, from the time you came and from there up to now, could you perhaps give us a little bit of a change, improvement? And what will be your, shall we say, observation on how things have changed for the women? Ano kayang nangyayari? You have become sophisticated o talagang bahay, trabaho? I'm not sure. From the time you came. Ano kaya, Ma'am? Sige, go. Anybody can answer actually.
Well, for me, I can see that there are a lot of changes in terms of their self-esteem and confidence. They are more vocal. They can voice their opinion easily, readily. And they participated more in different activities and events. Whilst before, my home first, I have to work hard. I have to send money back home to the people I left. But after so many years of working and being able to save for themselves and the family, I think they are freer this time, you know. They have more time for themselves instead of work, and work.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah. Siguro, ma'am, Zanie, tungkol naman sa husband. I know you have become an icon. How does he perhaps consider all this? Is he supportive of?
Actually, my husband is very supportive to all this association.
I know for the fact that every time there's an event, Ma'am Zanie, there's always Chris.
Yeah, he's always with me. Yeah,
Always
he's very
with,
supportive.
Ma'am Zanie, very, very supportive. And I know for a fact.
I second the motion.
So there you are. It always a woman's success. There's a woman. I'm sorry, a man behind. I'm sorry, not behind.
A man's success, there's always a woman behind. Yeah.
Let's talk about women.
Yeah.
There's always a man behind.
Yeah.
So, Sir Chris, you also would like to maybe congratulate him for a very, shall we say, very supportive husband for having maybe one of those who made Ma'am Zanie Delmundo, also your husband, Ma'am.
Oh,
congratulations as well.
I'm widowed. So.
You have become an icon. And to us, in the point of view of Britanya Ngayon, Zanie and Estella, you are our icon. Yes,
okay, one thing more, Babo. The Aguman Kapampangan, we were awarded Linkapil, Lingkod sa Kapwa Pilipino, 2012.
So there you are.
It is a presidential award.
Presidential award. You went all the way. Malacanang.
Yes, we went to Malacanang Palace
So
in
then
2012.
You did not have to say. Nothing to explain. That's said everything. Well done. Okay, so again, Britanya Ngayon, thank you very much, Ma'am Estella. Ma'am Zanie, your presence is our pride. You have really graced our occasion. Thank you for coming over, spending time with us. Alam ko, busy din kayo.
Thank you, Babo.
Thanks for
thank you for sharing your views. Our icon, again, Zanie and Estella.
Thank you. It's a pleasure having us here.
Thank you, mabuhay, and more power to Britanya Ngayon.
Yes.
Okay, ayan.
Ayan.
Okay.
Amy, naaano ako kasi mga katabi natin, mga presidential awardee.
So, kailan kaya tayo magiging presidential award?
Ay, naku, marami pa tayong bigas sa kakainin.
Ay, naku, kaya.
At saka corned beef, di ba, Babo? Okay.
Paborito.
So, sasamahan tayo ni Tita Estella at saka ni Tita Zanie kasi, ayan, nagalakwat siya. Sino? Si Susan. Where are you, Susan? Sana sinama tayo ni Susan, ano? Doon tayo nag-live sa Inverness.
Oo nga.
O, Susan,
ang ganda
pasok.
ng Scotland. Susan, pasok.
Hi, Susan. Dapat kumakatok ka, no? Parang ano.
Knock.
Knock, Susan.
Susan?
Wala si Susan. Where are you?
Wake up.
Nalock siya doon sa
lockness. Oo.
Baka nakita niya si Nessie.
By the way, Inverness is 700 miles from UK.
Oh yeah, that's why she flew actually from Heathrow to Scotland.
Ganun kalayo.
And by the way, thank you pala sa Filipino-British Extra Care Nurses. Yan kay Tita Mabel Favor and Councillor Danny Favor.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
And then Ma'am Zanie was saying something.
O ano, sino pa salamatan nyo? Tita, ang mga outfit, ang mga brilyante.
At saka yung si Casey. Pasalamatan nyo na while we're waiting for Susan.
Akala ko sinabi niya sa'yo.
Casey, thank you for the 10,000 pesos you have
Ito,
contributed
ito muna.
para sa mga for the purchase of cabans of rice.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much.
At galing yan, sabi ni Casey, that's 10K is for from the MGI Ion Spec, Casey Raquetera, and JD Paradise Realtor Palawan. So yun. Maraming salamat, Casey, for your generous help sa Aguman Kapampangan Charity Organization.
Mabuhay, Casey.
Okay, ayan na. Susan, gising.
Susan, where are you?
Naglalakwatsa pa.
Naglalakwatsa talaga si Susan. Hello, Susan?
Mamaya kasi meron na kaming photo dito, the family. Ayan, di ba? Maganda na mga kasama natin.
Ano?
Ayan na si Susan.
Hello?
Ayan na ba?
Ayan na.
Narinig niyo ako?
Inverness is coming. We can hear you, Susan.
Narinig niyo ako? Yeah, I can hear you. Where's my camera?
Okay. Sana
Can you see me?
sa atin si Susan.
No, we can't see you.
Can you see me?
No, we can't see you.
Bakit kaya? Kasi nahanap ko si Nessie eh. Wait lang.
Sigurado ka ba na hindi kinuha ni Nessie yung gadget mo?
Hindi nga eh. Ewan ko ba kung baka uminom na naman ng gin and tonic. O kaya whiskey.
O kaya yung Scotland whiskey. Baka binigyan mo kasi ng whiskey yan.
So Susan, ilang oras ang biyahe mo from London, Heathrow ka to Scotland?
No, I flew from Gatwick. And it's
from
about
Gatwick,
2 hours.
okay.
Yeah. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay.
So from the Inverness, it's about 30 minutes away to Loch Ness. Ganda rito, Loch Ness.
So did you drive from or you take the train or?
No, I have a friend.
Hindi kasi from where she's staying, it's
can you
30
see me
minutes
now?
going to Loch Ness where she is now, no? So,
Can you see me?
May pag-asa bang makita namin si Susan Pelaez Robinson?
Ayan na.
And the beauty of Scotland.
Yeah.
Oo.
Yeah.
Ayan na.
Sige. Teka,
ano yan,
nahanap ko si
Susan?
Nessie. Alright. There you are. So actually, yan. Nakikita niyo na ako.
Ayan.
I'm at the Arceno Castle. I have to be very careful in pronouncing this. Arceno Castle. Maybe I'll stay another 2 weeks here. I can speak Gaelic. Ayan, nakikita niyo yung castle.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's actually the Loch Ness. Loch Ness is second largest lake in Britain.
Okay.
Akala ko mamumuntok ako.
So ano yung mga kaganapan dyan? What can we do when we are in Loch Ness?
Yes.
Oh, it's beautiful. Obviously, you can see lots of people, tourists, and they're open. And if you are a member of National Heritage, it's obviously free to enter. Otherwise, it's £9.60 to enter.
Oh, not bad, no? At least makikita mo na
And
yung
since Britanya Ngayon is talking about icon,
Yeah.
this is one of the icons in Highlands.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Scotland is popular with unpredictable weather. So it's about cloudy here and windy. Yan. Nice.
Ayan, okay.
So, hopefully, Britanya Ngayon will be in Scotland very soon.
Yeah, very, very soon. Okay.
Very soon. And also,
sino mga na-meet mo dyan, Susan?
Siyempre, mga Scottish, naka-kilt.
Kasama mo ba si Mr. Robinson o solo flight ka ngayon?
Solo flight ako ngayon. And I'm
solo.
free. Can you see the Scotland,
Yeah, the flag.
Sabi nga ni Mel Gibson, freedom! Yan, by Brave
Kaya
Heart.
nag-iisa ka ngayon, may freedom ka dyan. Sige, Susan, saan mo kami nadali next episode?
Ayan ang sikreto.
Sikreto.
Sa mga hilig ako
Sige,
sa controversial.
invite mo sila to come over to Inverness para naman, para may kakwentuhan tayo.
In fairness, Ang Inverness, Tubaness, lots of happiness. Nes.
Anong extra mo?
Okay, siyempre. Para sa autumn, kasi autumn na, no? Malapit na ang Halloween. Kaya andito ako hanggang end of October. Kasi baka lumabas si Nessie.
Huwag kang drumama na pakukostumin mo kami ng Dracula, ha? Baka... Mga galit si Babo.
Si Babo, I don't think he needs costume anymore.
Oo. Hindi na kailangan ni Babo ng costume. So,
excuse me.
Sige na, Susan. Maraming salamat and then enjoy your stay there. So, alam namin na pag nawawala ka, nandiyan ka sa ibang lugar na Lalakwacha. Okay.
Malay mo, nasa Iceland ako tomorrow.
Iceland, sa anong branch? Sa Edgeware? Iceland, so no?
North End.
Iceland, North End. Nandito kami sa Iceland, Edgeware. Ano ba? Okay, Susan, maraming salamat sa kahit na-feel namin yung hangin dyan sa Inverness, dyan sa Loch Ness. At sabi, di ba, sabi nga, yan daw ang pinaka-happiest ang mga people dyan. Happy.
Kaya nga, happiness na happiness. Tubaness at Inverness.
So, happiness in Inverness. So, thank you, Susan Pelaez Robinson.
Nice seeing you.
Bye.
Bye. See you soon. Ingat. Mua.
Enjoy.
Ayan. Ako, Diyos ko. Grabe. Ito na yung mga icon natin katabi namin, no?
Kaya nga,
Ang the original, mga Mrs. Mrs. Philippines UK. Sabi nga nila, Babo, sasali daw ako. Sabi ko, Tito, ayoko na. Gusto ako panalo. Nakaka-pressure eh. Di ba, Amy, nakaka-pressure, no?
Nakaka-pressure.
Okay, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng tumutok sa Britanya. Any acknowledgement who want to batiin? Babo, chance mo na.
Lahat ng mga friends sa Pilipinas, suporta. Again, Warren Windsor, Charles Centeno, my friend, he's watching now.
Tita Zanie.
Masasabi ko, thank you very much for inviting us as a guest in this Britanya Ngayon. As I said, mabuhay, more power.
And thank you to Kuya Chris na special mention ni Babo.
Yeah.
At syempre, ang icon dito, tamo naman yung mga niya, pahipo. Tita Estella.
Salamat sa mga friends namin here and abroad, but especially to our family here, Babo.
Yes.
Carol,
of course,
and Amy,
yes,
and my friend Zanie.
Yan ang mga BFF yan, mga BFF.
And to my family, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Ayan na yung maraming fans yan.
Ay, pasalamatan din natin si
Of course, our technical director is always there.
At saka, maraming salamat din. We're sorry that Rafa is not with us today, but nanonood po siya.
Nakatutok siya, si Casey, si Raquetero, nandiyan lang.
Sila. So,
Rumarapet, Filipino Community, kay Miles, sino si Evelyn, and Father
si Kuya Ed.
And si Father Alan, okay?
And si Maestro pa.
At si Maestro, okay. Ayan na.
Si BFF Adel.
Of course! Councillor Danny Favor, Myla, Edwin. Maraming salamat. At ang KAMPI, okay?
And all our sponsors, Kabayan Remit, BC Remit, lahat-lahat po ng mga sponsors namin, maraming salamat. At maraming salamat po sa pagtangkilik nyo. Wag po kayong magsasawang suportahan ang Britanya ngayon.
Okay, maraming salamat sa lahat ng tumutok sa Britanya ngayon. James Bond is truly the human behind words and action. To our Filipino icons in British politics, you inspired us to get involved and be part of the wider British community. Councillor Danny Favor and Myla, maraming salamat.
Thank you, NHS. Thank you, Edwin Dela Cruz, to our heroes during the pandemic, all the frontliners and key workers. We are very proud of you. To KAMPI organizers, we are looking forward to the championship. To the Servite Filipino Community, your devotion to St Lorenzo is truly exceptional. Maraming salamat.
The originals, to the makers of Mrs. Philippines UK, Aguman Kapampangan, our live guests, Sunny Delmundo and Estella Gomez. May your hard work as organizers be the guiding principles in making pageantries more relevant to our present times. Our colleagues, Rafa Rafa, Adel Duenas, and Susan Pilais Robinson, see you all soon. Maraming salamat po.
Ako si Amy Balyao,
Babo Gamboa,
Carol Panday,
Zanie Delmundo,
Estella Gomez.
Ito ang Britanya Ngayon. Laban lang!
Lang!
Bye! Bye!
Bye-bye!
Bye!